Morning, everybody. This video is going to be about scouting. So I'm reached November. Um, so I've been playing for obviously in game time for about 3 months now. I've kind of got the feel of the game, and being November with the window opening in January, I kind of thought it's time to start having a look at my recruitment, my scouting. Okay, so up until yesterday, I just basically used my normal scouting. I hadn't tweaked anything, I hadn't changed anything, but yesterday was time to change that. So I thought I would do a little tutorial for you guys just to show you how I've set up my scouting, how scouting works. So I guess here we go. So the first most important thing is, where do you want to scout? Do you only want to scout in Europe? Do you want to scout in South America? Do you want to maybe scout all over the world? So that would depend on your scouting range. Okay, so should you want to scout all over the world, it's more expensive and that will come out of your scouting budget. Okay, or you can scout in Europe, Ireland, England, wherever. Okay, I'm sure you can also choose other countries if you want, but the most important one is, if you want to scout all over the world, you need to have this package. Okay, I'm playing Chelsea. This was by default. I would assume if you're in a smaller team, maybe it's not by default. Maybe you actually need to pay extra for it. Okay, and then when you start, you are gonna get scouting areas that you want to scout. Your recruitment focus. Okay, so if you want to add more, you would go to recruitment focus. Okay, so your scouts obviously are from your staff. You can go to star search, you can go staff shortlist, you can go to the job center, and you can go and find scouts. So I have got one chief scout, I've got 20 scouts. The more scouts you do, obviously, the more areas you can cover. Okay, so you can obviously make more of these. I don't want to make more of them. I just want to show you what I've done. So if you're going to be playing the game long term, you would probably scout for wonder kids because they were cheap. They will grow into obviously good players in maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons time. Or if you want to make an immediate impact, maybe you are starting in a weaker team and you want to move up the league immediately, you would probably try and buy more established players. Okay, so what you do is, when I started, I had England, Italy, Spain, France. I, I also had a few other ones here that I've changed to Brazil Wonder Kid, Argentinian Wonder Kid, and to Eastern Europe. Okay, so what you want to do is, when you want to set up your scouting, okay, firstly, you want to change to the area you want to scout. Okay, then you would obviously choose a focus. So I've chosen any position. Okay, you can actually, if I don't want to, okay, let me just deselect this. Okay, so let's say I only want to scout a striker. I can choose a striker. If I want to scout a striker and a keeper, I can choose a striker and a keeper. Maybe I need a winger as well, a wing back. Okay, so then you can actually choose specific positions. Okay, but I've chosen any. I'm not too bothered. Okay, so let's deselect this. So let's say I want to find a specific position. Okay, the name is the name which appears over here. Okay, so you can change the name to anything you want. I don't really want to change mine. This is just for the tutorial. Okay, then you can say if you want to transfer or a loan, or you want to look for both. Okay, then the current ability. Obviously, when you're going out for wonder kids, when they're younger, their current ability is going to be low, but their maximum potential is going to be high. So you'd want to change this to whatever. Normally, you would probably go for 3.5 stars. Okay, because they will be very good. Then you look at the age gap, so maybe like 17 or 18 to maybe 22, maybe make the 17. Okay, so that'll be the age of the player you want, the potential of the player, what type of loan, Then you want to look at the areas. What part of the world do you want to choose? Do you want to look? Do you want to scout maybe Europe? You can choose a country, or you can just choose a region, or you can choose a continent. Okay, so that is what you will do here with the areas. Normally, you would set it to ongoing, and you can assign your scouts, your staff. Okay, how many scouts you want, and that you'll find in your staff. Remember, you can always look for scouts. You can always search for scouts, search for better scouts, and then you would confirm it. Okay, I want to go back to where I was. Okay, England is where he's scouting. Transfer is what I'm looking for. Not such a good player at the moment, but it's a player that has potential, so he'll obviously be very young. Ongoing, I've assigned 6 scouts, and he is the analyst, and I will confirm that. So that is how you would do your scouting. Then you would obviously start adjusting Spain, start adjusting whatever. I've made one for Argentina, Uruguay, France. Okay. Again, if I want to change my scouting focus, I can remove that. I can choose whichever positions I want, what I want to call it, what type of transfer I'm looking for, the current ability of the player, the potential of the player, the age of the player, the area I want to scout, and you would set it to ongoing, because every month or so you will get a scouting report, and if it's ongoing it will just keep going. Okay, and then obviously the more you scout, the more scouts you use in the faraway areas, the more expensive it becomes, and that obviously comes out of your transfer budget, which obviously, well, your scouting budget, which will affect your transfer budget. So anyway, guys, that's how I've set up scouting. The other thing you can do is, if you're looking for a specific player, let's just say Jamal. What's that Argentinian? What's that guy from Barcelona? I don't know how to spell it. Lamia Jamal. Lamina. Is he someone? Lamina. Does it find it? No, doesn't find it. Let's see if we can find it. Just Lamia Super League One. Lamin Jamal. That's the guy I'm looking for. I'm actually going to scout this player. And declare my interest. Yes. I don't want him right now. I can't afford him. I don't have a transfer budget. So, contract, offer, transfer. Let's see what his agent actually wants from him. Ricky Insani Lamia. 15, 16, 75,000 million. Okay. Yeah. So, what what I've basically done is I'm trying to get rid of some people like Sanchez, Desassi, a few other players. Let's go back to our transfers, unwanted list. So I've put Uguchuku there, Sanchez there. He's already gone. He's already been sold. Axel Desassi, and the idea is, yes, I know Uguchuku is probably going to be very good in the future, but I kind of want to make my team my team. I kind of want to have my own players. Um, so that is what I'm trying to work towards. But the big problem is your transfer budget. So I need to sell players. So anyway, so we're busy working on that. Okay, guys. Anyway, so that's how the scouting works. So once you got your scouting, you will get in your inbox your scouting reports, and then you can go through your scouting list. Okay, and it will tell you what you are looking at. You would generally want to sign all the players that are an A. I mean, yes, there will be some like a B plus that could probably improve your ability, but or your team. Um, but this also depends on your scouts, how often they have scouted them, how the ability of your scouts. They could sometimes also get it wrong. So anyway, guys, I hope that helps you. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a super day.